All right, everybody, we are live again. Dynasty Mirror search for Uhuru. Sorry about the delay. Had to take a phone call that went over. That went longer than I expected. But everyone, once again, thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to discuss number one, the superstitious Malawian. Sorry, tongue twister. Gets the death penalty. And it's well-deserved. We'll get into the reason why it's well-deserved. Farrakhan being banned from Facebook. And then also, I want to speak on the Sudanese model, Ajak Deng. If I pronounced that wrong, if I butchered it, please forgive me. And her recent Instagram post or Facebook Live video or Instagram Live video, whatnot. So everyone, can you hear me? I have this new mic. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? First of all, can you hear me? Press 1 if you can hear me if I sound good. Press 1 if you can hear me. Okay, I'm going to assume you can. So first off, let's start off with the superstitious Malawian getting the death penalty. So if you guys don't know, Africans have a problem with being over superstitious. In this case, it's in regards to albinos. For some reason, you have certain Africans who sacrifice albinos, who go after witch hunts and target albinos because they feel as if it's good fortune. The shit that pisses me off with this is that we're, shout out to Noble Don in the chat room, is that we don't get superstitious with our colonizer. We don't get superstitious with him. We don't get superstitious with the people who steal our resources, who exploit our resources. We don't get superstitious with them, but we get superstitious with some albinos, defenseless albinos. We make them targets. So let me pull this article up for you guys. I just had it up. Accidentally took it down. Let me pull it back up. But basically, a Malawian is going to get the death penalty for hunting down an albino and murdering the albino, all in the name of a money ritual. Here we go right here. Malawi sentences man, and I'll put the link in the chat room. Malawi sentences man to death for killing an albino teenager. A man was sentenced to death in Malawi on Friday for killing an albino teenager in a case which has become a campaign issue ahead of a national election this month. And I'm all for it. If you want to be superstitious towards one another, if you want to target a fellow African because of superstition, you deserve the death penalty. I'm in full support of it. But for some reason, when a colonizer comes and shows up, you want to hook up with a colonizer so you can get a green card to Europe. When the people who steal your resources show up, you don't get superstitious towards them. There was just a story, I think I read it earlier this week, of a Chinese man killing 2 Namibians at his job site. There was another story, and this was years ago, of a Chinese woman executing Ghanaians at her wherever she was, her gold mining site, her mining site. She was executing Ghanaians, taking them out. But you don't get superstitious towards them, but you want to get superstitious towards albinos in the name of money rituals. So you want to go the easy way and harm a defenseless albino, but all you got to do is go back and retake your natural resources and you'll be rich. But you think going after the albino is you know, that's going to solve the issue when it comes to poverty. Let's go hunt down some albinos. So you want to be superstitious towards albinos, but the people who are robbing you blind, not even blind, they're robbing you in the open, who don't even hide it, you're not superstitious towards them. So you don't want to go back and take control of your natural resources, but you want to go and kill a defenseless albino. So I read that belief in witchcraft is widespread in rural Malawi, one of the world's poorest countries. So again, you don't want to take back your natural resources, but you want to believe in witchcraft and be superstitious and go after some poor defenseless albinos. Fueling ritual killings, particularly targeting people with albinism, because of the belief that their body parts can increase wealth. Wow. In the first such punishment of the abduction and killing of people with albinism, Justice McLean Kamwambe said he wanted to send a stern warning to would-be offenders. I support this judge. I support him. The death sentence is appropriate as it reflects a sense of justice in the circumstances. The death sentence is appropriate as it reflects a sense of justice in the circumstances, he said at Malawi's High Court. The judge said the killings and abductions of albinos since 2014 had tainted the international image of Malawi and had reduced the country to a state of terror. Say no more. I'm all for it. I fully support it. Execute them. Execute them. I'm in full support of what's going on. Guys, give me 1 second. There we go. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. I'm in full support. Full support. Execute them. Execute them. Execute them. I'm in full support. No, we're not going to make excuses for it. Let's hear it. This came from Malawians' first contact with white Europeans who naturally tried to befriend the albinos first. Europeans used this to divide and conquer with the color caste system. Nah, we're not going to use any excuses. Nah, no excuses. Execute them. I'm all for it. Again, we can't be superstitious towards those who are robbing from us and stealing from us in the open. Who don't even try to hide it. But you want to kill an albino because allegedly the Europeans like the albinos more. Take them out. Take them out. Okay, we're going to talk about Farrakhan. All right. So Farrakhan was banned from Facebook. And me personally, he was wrongfully banned. And along with Alex Jones shouldn't have been banned. I support freedom of speech. Again, there's levels to it. But this is the question you have to ask yourself. They'll ban Farrakhan, but they won't ban Tekashi 69 and all these other dusty rappers. So this industry that makes us look bad. My thing is, if I had to choose between Farrakhan and these rappers, I'm going after the rappers first. If you listen to the lyrics versus the truth that Farrakhan is teaching, how can you ban Farrakhan? How can you logically ban Farrakhan? If you listen to the trash that's on the radio these days, why can't you ban that crap versus banning Farrakhan? That's all I'm saying. I mean, you won't ban these mumble rappers. Again, listen to the lyrics. You won't ban these mumble rappers, but you'll ban Farrakhan. Help me to make sense of this. Shout out to Holicism and Ikafimi. Help me to make sense of this. How these rappers continue to strive, these mumble rappers continue to strive, but you go after Farrakhan. Help me understand. And guys, we're also, this is going to be, brother, I have one question. What nationality are you? I'm a Black American that's Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian, Black American, Nigerian. I don't know the correct term. I'm a dual national. I'm a Black American and I'm Nigerian. I'm a dual national. See, that's the problem. But see, the bigger issue is, and you guys are about to laugh. I reactivated, not reactivated, but I started my Black Planet page. I got a Black Planet page now, you guys. Go follow me on Black Planet. See, we have to form our own, when it comes to distribution platforms, we have to have our own, period. And we have to find value in them. And I fall short of that as well. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be lying if I said, I see Black Planet as valuable as Facebook. I will be lying. Okay, I'm Nigerian American. There we go. I would be lying if I said that I see Black Planet as valuable as Facebook. I will be lying. I will be lying. So that's the problem right there. Black people, we do not find our platforms as valuable. So that's why when the likes of Farrakhan gets banned off of Facebook, we're outraged. When if we found value in our own platforms to build them up, it wouldn't matter if he was banned from Instagram or Facebook because we already got our own. Same thing with these award shows. Look at a Black actor or actress. When they win an Oscar or Academy Awards versus they win an award from a Black award show. I don't know, Soul Train or BET or whatnot. Look at the difference. Let's look at the difference. Again, the issue is we do not find value in our own platforms. There's Black Spot, Black Junction. Also, there's brother Obadiah Cabone has his. Oh man, Obadiah Cabone has his own platform too. You got the BIO site. So we got our own platforms. It's just we don't find value in them. So it's time to build and focus on our own platforms. That's what it is. That's where it's at. I'm Dynasty Mir on Black Planet. Yeah, I'm Dynasty Mir. I'm Dynasty Mir on Black Planet, you guys. Abatumi. That's brother Cabone, Abatumi. But I'm Dynasty Mir on Black Planet. I got it. Something's wrong with my light. My light in this room is flickering. Hold on. I got a short. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn it off. There we go. Okay. That should work. If it does it again, I'm just gonna turn it off. But that's the problem. That's the problem. We have to. And the thing is, we're the ones that make these platforms dope and hype. We're the ones that make these platforms hype and popular or relevant. We are. All the stuff that goes viral comes from us. We're the ones that make these platforms hype and popular. Look at all the viral stuff on these platforms is us. Now, some of the stuff isn't positive. Let me say that. Yeah, Black Twitter, Black YouTube. Again, some of the stuff isn't positive, but still, we are the ones that make these platforms dope. Shout out to straightblacklove.com, everybody. So I'm gonna have that brother on tomorrow, straightblacklove.com. Everybody. Hold on one second. Let me get this brother a shout out. Now, please forgive me. Straightblacklove.com, you guys. Make sure you check out straightblacklove.com. It's a dating site for heterosexual Black people. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and set me up a profile over there as well. Might as well. Why not? Why not? So straightblacklove.com, you guys. Make sure you go and check that out. Let's see what we got going on in the chat room. No, I don't think it's a spirit. It's just I got a short in my light. So all I gotta do is just knock it a couple times to switch, and it's shining bright again. So yeah. But again, and this goes back to the show I did on Friday in regards to Tiwa Savage and just us not developing our own infrastructure, us not developing our own distribution, us not developing our own platforms. That's the issue. That's the problem. That's the problem. Us not developing our own platform, distribution center, distribution network, and infrastructure. That's the issue. That's the major issue. That's the major issue. We got to develop our own. We have to. So everybody, make sure you also have a profile set up on a Black social media network. Get off of Plenty of Fish. Get off of Tinder. Get off of I don't know the other one, Matchmaker, and go to straightblacklove.com. I heard Cynthia G lost her channel. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. In fact, Cynthia was in the chat the other day and asked for my email address. You know, I don't know if that had anything to do with her losing her page, but you know, man, I'm sorry to hear that in regards to Cynthia G. And everybody might not agree with Cynthia G, but I just hate to see someone lose a platform. You know, something that you work hard to build, and all of a sudden you just lose it. Now, there are some that they lost their platform, they will not be missed. But I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. There are some that, again, they lost their platform and it was to disappear. They will not be missed. So I hope she didn't lose her platform. Hopefully she comes back. You know, hopefully everything works out. If not, yeah, that's what I'm saying. No one should lose their platform. Again, there's levels to it. Some should, but some of the people who are losing the platform, I'm like, nah, they shouldn't have lost the platform. Definitely don't agree with Farrakhan at all. And I don't know, and you guys might not agree with Alex Jones. I don't agree with Alex Jones losing his platform. Yes, has he said some bonehead stuff? We all have. But again, I don't agree with Alex Jones losing his platforms. I don't. I don't agree with it at all. At all. Which leads me to, and guys, this is going to be a call-in show. If you guys want to, some of you guys want to hop on, here's my email. Send me an email if you want to hop on. I'm going to get into the final topic tonight. And that's, in fact, let me pull this video up real quick. Model Ajak Deng. She's a South Sudanese model. You know, if you guys haven't been watching how the model industry has been trending, guys, let's get these likes up. We have 172 people watching, only 54 likes. Let's get these likes up. If you guys haven't been watching how, I would say, the modeling industry has been trending, they've been primarily focused on, as far as talent, these agencies are these agencies, these brands, especially when it comes to high fashion, as far as supermodels. They've been really focusing primarily, and this isn't a African versus African American situation. I'm not trying to stir nothing up. I'm just dealing with the facts. They've been primarily focusing on African models. And really primarily a lot of these Sudanese models, to be specific. So Ajak Deng is a Sudanese model, beautiful sister, jet black, gorgeous, who for the most part is getting her Negro wake-up call in the industry. And this is the thing that a lot of African immigrants have to understand. That's why it's so important to learn the history. And if you think otherwise from what I'm about to say, you're just I'm gonna be nice. We're gonna say a buffoon and a clown. These folks don't care about you. Period. You are just a number. And when they find an opportunity to replace you, they will. They will replace you. I'm about to play her video. Her, calling it a suicide note might be extreme, but I think she kind of hinted on that if I commit suicide, I think she said that in her video. Shout out to Kelly. Yeah, I'm showing that artwork, but my damn chandelier is tripping. But anyways, let me just turn this off. Let me get on my nerves. Okay. But I think that's the problem. A lot of times, especially Africans, you come over here and think that you're different from the Black American in regards to how white people, and to be specific, non-blacks view you. And then when you get your wake-up call, you get shocked and surprised. You get shocked and surprised once you get your wake-up call. Then you want to play, I can't believe it. They're just so hard on me. And I can't believe they call me the N-word. You know, I keep hearing these stories. But when things are all good, and again, I'm not stereotyping anybody. I'm not stereotyping my African brothers and sisters because I'm African. But I'm just saying, sometimes the mentality is that because I know where I'm from, I'm not the same as the Black American. But when you come over here and get your wake-up call, you know, you got to get your wake-up call. And I hate that this has to happen, but it's what it is. And with Africa, okay, so like I said, the trending now towards using predominantly African models, male and female. If you notice, all of the African models now, I mean, all the black models now, high fashion, major, big time models now, are all African. Majority are African. And you know, it is what it is, and we could cry about it, and you know, pull the Yvette Carnell, and you know. But I've been saying, you know, for those who are upset about it, for those, I guess, ADOS or Black Americans, whatever you consider yourself, who are upset about it, like I said about Black Panther, you know, Yvette Carnell was crying that there were so many non-Black Americans who were in Black Panther. I said, okay, number one, we don't control Marvel. Number one, Black Panther was a white-owned production, a non-Black owned production, and to be specific, a non-Black American owned production. So the owners decided to hire who they thought was fit. But, and I'm gonna get into Naomi Campbell too. But what we could do to change that, and you know, and this goes along with Naomi Campbell, who's always upset about how racist the industry is, how racist this is. We could start our own industry and make our own movies. Now, it might take some time to where we could, you know, have the budget or the resources to produce our own Black Panther. But damn it, let's get started. And then you have the power to hire who you want. Once you start your own entertainment industry, if you want to hire nothing but Black American or ADOS actors and actresses, by all means, go do it. Because it's your industry. But crying and whining about how a non-Black owned corporation, a white owned corporation, is hiring non-ADOS or non-Black Americans for these roles, you're missing the entire, like, it's a waste of time. So I bring that up, and of course, here comes Yvette Carnell. Black folks ain't got no money. Black folks ain't got no money. See, I do the research. I do the data. See, you want to create a studio. Black folks can't afford to go to no Black Panther. Black folks ain't got no money to go to no Black Panther. I do the research. I do the data. See, y'all super chat me. Y'all super chat me. So I can tell y'all that black folks ain't got no money to create their own studios. Black folks ain't got no money. And see, they wrong. They is wrong for hiring them Africans and them Caribbeans. They is wrong. They is wrong. They don't know about us ADOS. Our ADOS made it possible. So the Africans and the Jamaicans and the Caribbeans can get them acting jobs. They need to respect us. They need to show us some respect. I do the research. I got the data. Dude. Well, Yvette, how about we start our own industry? You know, how about we start our own production companies? We got the money. Will Smith. I mean, look at all these actors and actresses, ADOS, Black Americans. We got the money. Black folks ain't got no money. So I'm not trying to turn this into, you know, as far as it's what it is. The modeling industry decided they want African models. The entertainment industry, the white-owned entertainment industry, decided that they want in Black Panther, they wanted non-Black American they wanted to hire Lupita, who's a Kenyan. You know, they wanted to go in that direction. Is what it is. But what I'm getting to, shout out to Chima for the super chat. But what I'm trying to get to is now the African model has to understand that the industry is done with you. You know, the ride was good. You know, it was great. You know, you had some gigs. You know, you walked the runway and, you know, the Victoria's Secret model situation, the Victoria show and the Gucci show and New York fashion show and Paris Fashion Week. You know, you walk the one way, but I'm like, look, these Negroes are getting too comfortable. See, you ain't African no more. You a Negro. So the industry is like, these Negroes are getting too comfortable. We're going to make it hard on them. And so when you see a situation like Ajak Deng, I'm about to play the video, that's what that is. Okay, we're going to make it hard for you African actors and actresses. I'm sorry, you African models and whatnot. We're going to make it hard for you now. Because I'm telling you what's coming down the pipeline. This is what's coming down the pipeline. So, you know, first it was Black Americans. You know, we were getting, you know, Tyson Beckford, Tyra Banks. You know, we were getting the gigs. And when I say we're all one. But I'm just saying. Then they got the African models. They came in. You know, Ajak Deng. You have the girl Ducky. I think her name is Ducky. She's from South Sudan as well. Now they're getting ready to phase the African model out. And you know what's coming down the pipeline next? You're going to be watching the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And you'll see a Black model. And you're not going to know if it's a man or a woman. So they're going to replace, I'm telling you right now, they're going to replace the African model with the genderless, I don't know, I guess, the genderless model. That's what's coming down the pipeline. That's what's coming down the pipeline. I'm telling you right now. It's coming down the pipeline. And the thing is, Black people are just, we enjoy being the guinea pig. Shout out to everybody who super chatted. We enjoy being the guinea pig and being just the joke of the party. that is going to be, we're so far down the rabbit hole now. We are so far down the rabbit hole now. I don't know what it is, but I guess we just need the attention. Now, since we're the guinea pigs, I'm telling you, the African models are going to be replaced for these black genderless models. I'm putting it out there. I'm telling you, that's what it is. African models are being replaced now. That's why y'all going crazy. I'm sorry. That's why we going crazy. I'm just, no division. I'm saying that's why we going crazy. You about to be replaced. It was on the docket, okay? Because we got to be the trendsetters, and we're more concerned where we're at right now as a people. We get more excited about being genderless on a Victoria's Secret runway than creating a rocket that goes to the moon. That's where we're at now. If the black man who created the rocket that went to the moon and the genderless black model who wanted to rip the runway for Victoria's Secret both did it on the same day, where we're at now, the genderless model will be celebrated more by our community. That's where we're at. That's how far down a rabbit hole we are. And I'm telling you, it's coming. Let me show you this video real quick. Let me play this video of Miss Deng. Hopefully the sister's doing okay. Here we go. Supermodel. Here we go. Let me share the screen for you guys. Application window. Bam. Here we go. Here we go. Let me. Okay, can we turn off the background video? Here we go. Okay, I need to silence you. Okay, you're still talking. Okay, no, we need to silence you. You're still talking. Okay, here we go. Ajak Deng. Beautiful sister. Supermodel Ajak Deng breaks down and blasts modeling agency for their horrible treatment. The model says that it's lonely and the people she works with say that she's not good enough. See, that's what they do. I mean, that's just part of it. The modeling industry may look like all glitz, glam, and flashing lights. Nah, it doesn't. We know what's going on behind the scenes. But it can be cruel sometimes. And according to South Sudanese supermodel Ajak Deng, it is just that. Ajak recently took to Instagram sharing a heartbreaking video about living the life as a model. Most people want, but expressing that there is a dark side. We already know about the dark side. You don't know how lonely it is at top, Ajak says in the video. She is visibly emotional, crying, and eventually yelling into the phone, blasting the agency she works with. They don't care. See, your agency doesn't care, Ajak. I mean, I care. The people care. But your agency doesn't care. This is corporate America. You know, and I don't know in the modeling industry with your agency if you could take FMLA or, you know, at least in corporate America, you know, you go into HR and say, hey, you guys are mentally stressing me out. You know, I need to take some time off. You go to the doctor, get a doctor's note. You know, they give you 6 months pay or whatnot, FMLA. You don't get that in the modeling industry. Oh, you got issues? Okay, no problem. They'll send you back to Sudan and they'll import the next Sudanese. Again, they'll send you got a problem, you're emotionally hurt, you can't rip that runway, no problem. They'll send you back to Sudan and they'll send a new Sudanese supermodel. They'll send her in. Better, I'm sorry, let me take that back. They'll send you back to Sudan, then they'll find the genderless black model to replace you. That's where it's going, the genderless model to rip the Paris runways. But let's listen to the video.
You want to be a fucking model. You want to be this. You want to be a successful one. But the thing is, you don't know how lonely it is at the top. And not only that, the people that work with you are constantly telling you that you need to be a better person and that you're the horrible person. Constantly on a daily basis. I'm sick and tired. I'm done. If I do commit suicide, know that I commit suicide because of you, motherfucker, that I am here. I'm done with that shit. I can't do it.
Let me play it again. Hold on. No, we don't want to go there. Guys, I want to play that video again. But yeah, it's real out here. Here we go.
Oh, sir, that was my grandma's.
Okay, let's turn you off. Let's turn you off. Thank you.
Just okay?
Thank you. Turn you off. Let's go back to the video. Okay, here we go. I mean, I feel sorry for the sister, but you know, your agency doesn't care. I'm just being real. Your agency.
Life that everybody always fucking wants, right? You want to be a fucking model. You want to be this. You want to be a successful one. But the thing is, you don't know how lonely it is at the top. And not only that, the people that work with you are constantly telling you that you need to be a better person and that you're the horrible person. Constantly on a daily basis. I'm sick and tired. I'm done. If I do commit suicide, know that I commit suicide because of you, motherfucker, that I am here. I'm done with this shit. I can't do it.
All right, you guys, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I am back. Yeah, so back in the day, and sometimes I post my, you know, my throwback Thursday modeling pictures. And, you know, I remember, you know, when I was, you know, trying to get into the industry, I would go from agency to agency. So when I first started, agency told me, you know, this is right when I just finished playing football, I left college, and I was massive, I was huge. And so they were like, Dynas, no, I was Albert at the time. I was still Albert Hollis. They were like, Mr. Hollis, you know, you have a great look. You look very good, but you need to lose weight. I said, okay. So I ended up losing some weight. I indirectly lost weight. Let me tell you how I lost weight. So when I first moved to LA in 2008 to chase my acting and draws modeling career, pause. Um, Me and my homeboy, we had went to a club on Hollywood Boulevard. So after the club, they used to have these Hispanic ladies who used to have these shopping carts, right? And on these makeshift shopping carts, well, on these shopping carts, they used to have these makeshift grills. And so they used to do the kind of like the hot dogs with the bacon wrapped around them. And, you know, they'll put onions on them. They were so delicious. So I went and got one. Ended up getting food poisoning. Throwing up every day on the toilet. I ended up losing like 30 pounds. So I went, well, like 25 pounds. So I went from like 190 to 165. So I was able to keep my weight down. So I ended up going back to A to C to A to C. And they kept telling me, no, I didn't die, but I thought I was going to. You know, they kept telling me, you know what, Mr. Hollis, you know, or I had changed my name by then. You know what, Mr. Dynas, you know, we love your look. You have a very strong look, but we have enough models that look like you. And so I didn't get it at first. Like, what do you mean I love models that look like me? No, the street food in Africa is much safer than what I had off of Hollywood Boulevard. So they kept telling me we have enough models that look like you. And I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't understand. What do you mean? Like, I have a unique look. Like, they'll tell you have a very strong, unique look. Then they'll tell you that we got enough models that look like you. I didn't get it. So one day I went to an agency, right? Had my book, you know, I was ready, you know. Like, yeah, I'm gonna nail it this time. And so, you know, how it works, they usually have like a little flunky or assistant, I don't know what to call them, who comes out and greets you in like the reception area, takes your portfolio, takes it back to the agents. And if they like you, they call you to the back. If not, you know, they'll just hand you your portfolio and then tell you like, hey, you know, we got enough people that look like you. Go here to this agency. So then I'll go to that agency. You know, they'll give you the runaround. So I went to an agency. I go in, you know, they take my book. The guy comes back out and says, hey, they want to talk to you in the back. So I'll go in. So I sit down with the agent. And this was a blessing, what she told me. She said the same thing. She said, Dynas, you have a great look. You look good. But we have enough models that already look like you. And I'm just like, I asked her, I said, what do you mean by that? And she was like, look, we got enough black models. White lady. She told me, we got enough black models. This is a white lady. She was just straight up like, look, I'm just keeping it real. Because I think she went to the University of Georgia too, or she was from Georgia. You know, I went to the University of Georgia. That's where I graduated from. So she was just like, we got enough black models. Everybody who super chatted, thank you for the super chat. We got enough black models already. You know, you guys are hard. And she said it. She was like, it's harder to place you guys and get you guys gig versus the white ones. So there's no, and she told me like, there's no need to have a bunch of black models on our board. Well, not all you guys are going to be, we're not going to get you guys work. And I appreciate her being real and bold. So that's when I just knew, and just hearing stories about my other friends who were modeling and in the industry, I'm like, black people, we are spinning our wheels trying to get into the entertainment industry. When we need to be, in fact, if I could do it again. In fact, when I first moved to LA, me and my brother, Ramon Bodie, shout out to Ramon, we were doing our own play called Inverted Heart. It was going to be based on a Solomon and Makita story. And man, we had beautiful girls in the play. We never did the play, but we would rehearse. And knowing what I know now, I would have did the same thing or used the same approach or the formula that King Caron did. Just went direct to consumer, videoed our auditions, put it on social media. I would have went that route. I would have went that route instead. That's the route black people have to go. You need to stop begging to be a part of the industry who historically has told you we don't want you. Or if you make it big, they strip you of everything. Wesley Snipes, Bill Cosby. You can't be vocal. You can't say nothing. Or if you do say something, you got to be completely liberal, and you pretty much got to be, you know, a vitrilicus, whatever, however you say the word. Please forgive me. Don't butcher. Don't judge me. If you ain't talking like Hillary Clinton, you know, they'll completely blackball you from the community, from the industry. Like I said, if I could do it again, to the Dynasty, if Dynasty Mirror could go back to Albert Hollis 2008 version, when we were doing our play, and like I said, we had some beautiful women in our play. Now, I was the leading actor, and we had beautiful women in the play. I would have went direct to consumer. I would have just videoed it, the auditions we were doing, put it on YouTube, put it on Facebook. MySpace was still somewhat popping, and did it that way, like King Caron does. Just do little scripts and shoot the scripts every day and put them up on the internet, direct to consumer. I would have did it that way. But I just wasn't thinking outside the box. Oh, I'm gonna go get my headshots. I'm gonna get my acting real. I'm gonna go door to door. Nah, those days are for black actors and actresses. If you're trying to get into the industry, those days are dead. That way, it's so archaic. You got people like King Caron who showed you how to do it. Him and his wife with their iPhones. Hold up, you wanna hop on? King Caron with his iPhone. Him and his wife shoot their skits in their house, put them on Instagram. They'll get more hits and more watches than people who got shows on primetime TV. Hold up, I'm about to send you the link right now. So, I mean, this is where we're at, you guys. But yeah, but she's getting her wake up call like there. And the thing is, like I said, about Miss Dean, they don't care how you feel. They don't care about you sobbing on, And again, I don't mean it that way. I'm trying to be. I don't want to sound abrasive or rude. They don't care about that. They don't care. They will replace you. And then the thing is, they will make it seem as if you're crazy. They will make it seem as you're being an entitled brat. That's how they'll flip it. Your agency, people in the industry, they'll come after you. Oh, this Ajak Deng had the audacity to do this Instagram post and cry. Oh, she's just an entitled brat. That's how they get down. I'm telling you. They don't care. Like I said, they will replace you. They'll ship in another Sudanese model, send you back. Or what's coming next, they're gonna get the genderless black model to walk the runway in New York Fashion Week. That's what they do. And unlike corporate America, if you're having mental issues, they don't care in corporate America either. But at least you have a safety net where you could get FMLA and disability, take 6 months off. Modeling industry, I don't know. Hopefully, your bread is stacked up. You got your money stacked up. You know, and you can make moves. All right, hold on. I'm about to send you the link. Hold up. All right, hold up. I just sent the link. Hold up. I just sent you the link. Hold up. Yeah, I'm just saying, but that's what it is. All right, brother Holup's gonna hop on. Then after brother Holup hops on, we'll go ahead and close out. Shout out to John Claude. John Claude. Shout out. What's up, Holup?
What's up, man? Yeah, I was talking.
Well, first of all, we got 254 people watching, only 114 likes. Let's get these likes up, please. Please hit that like button. All right, go ahead, Holup.
Yeah, I was hearing what you were saying about the modeling thing, and it's like, I bet you wish, like if you can superimpose this time back in 2008, how far ahead of the game you would be. Because, like what you said, it's true. Like, I wish I could find it, but there was this busted white chick, right?
Right.
But she had nice feet. Serious. So she created a website based on her taking pictures of her feet. You know how much this bitch was making monthly?
Hundreds of thousands, six figures.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like, what? At a minimum, she was pulling 10 grand a month. And if you see her, you'd be like, whoa, what the hell? But like, she's not showing her face. She's not showing her body. She's just showing her feet. That's just on that level. It's a totally different game right now. Just like with music, modeling, and everything. It's like the way for you to really get on is you put yourself on and then people come to you. Like that days of you having to go to them is over.
Man, bro, hold up. Like I said, if I would have known that in 2008, man, because
Yeah.
I had the formula. Like I had it, but I thought it was all about going to them.
Yeah, man. What they're trying to do is just like the music companies and stuff. They're trying to make themselves still be relevant, but it's a totally new game. Just like with modeling, shit. All you need, there's Instagram pages. I see people who have 1 million followers, and I don't know who the hell they are. Never heard of them before in their life. I'm like, million? How do you get a fucking million people following you? And I haven't heard of you. It's because they're marketing themselves.
Right.
So when you market yourself and if you can produce a Instagram page that has 1 million followers, you're bringing like some currency to every, like if you happen to go on an audition or whatever, think of how much of an advantage you have over somebody who doesn't have that. And matter of fact, most of the time you don't even have to go on auditions. They're contacting you.
Yeah, exactly. They'll come to you.
So it's crazy, man. It's a totally different game. It's like what people need to understand right now is what IP means. Intellectual property.
Right.
You need to develop your brand. Like this whole thing about filling out a resume, going out looking for a job is dead. And if it ain't dead, it's gonna be dead in the future. You're gonna have to develop your own brand and put some time and some energy into yourself. Because it's crazy. You know what I find crazy? You get black people that will get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to make sure they had a job at 9 o'clock, but they won't put none of that energy into their own self.
Exactly.
But you give all that energy to somebody else. Why? Could you imagine if you put 9 to 5 energy towards your YouTube channel?
Exactly.
Instead of people like if somebody is working and they happen to lose their job, I would take that as an opportunity because now you have more time to develop and put into yourself.
Right.
And it yields results. Like, has anybody been following your progress? I mean, I think when I first met you, I think you were under 20,000.
Yeah.
When we first met.
I was like 15.
Right. Now you're over 50.
Yeah.
And rising. You'll be at 100 soon. Because you had time to put into your brand. You constantly putting out content.
Yeah, and then like I said, I left corporate America, man. I'm so happy I left. Hold up.
Yeah.
So happy I left corporate America, man. So happy.
And that was probably the best decision you ever made.
Best decision, one of the best decisions I made, bro. I have to. And then the people I know who've made the jump, who waited till like they're 44 or 45, they keep telling me, I wish I would have done it earlier.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, I've been saying this for years, man. I would say I probably for about 10 years, I've been telling people, like, I used to have friends who were models and like dancers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They used to say, why are you going to the club dancing? I mean, it's kind of dangerous. It's a whole lot of shit that can happen. You don't even have to leave your damn house and you can make money.
All right.
If you're a fine girl, if you're just a pretty girl, do you know just by the aesthetics of you being beautiful, how many clicks and views you're gonna get? God forbid if you do content, how much of a following you're gonna get. But
Mm-hmm.
just by virtue of the fact that you look good, you're gonna get clicks and views. I don't like women always talk about they don't respect broke men. I don't respect a broke woman. If you're a broke woman, you are fucking incompetent.
Mm-hmm.
There's no excuse for a woman in this day and age to be broke. Now, if you're busted, you got a little bit more, you know, hurdles to jump over. But if you're looking good, it's inexcusable for you to be broke. And especially inexcusable for you to be waiting for some man to get paid.
Oh, let me
That's
know
total
people.
incompetence.
Oh, let me know people are making six figures playing video games.
Yeah. Yeah, there's guys that on that, what do they call that thing? Discord or Twitch or whatever.
Twitch.
Those guys, they're making a career off that stuff. They paying the actual, bills with that.
Six figures. And I'm sitting here in corporate America. I'm like, nah, something got to shake.
Yeah, man. It's like, you know what it is? It's just the average person, like it's they have like what I call a stripper mentality. Like they look at short-term gains over long-term goals.
Mm,
So that instant dollar that you have, that's what they consider the valuable thing. But they don't know how to invest in themselves and yield greater returns, in the long run. Like that concept just doesn't enter into their mind. They'll take the little nickel and dime shit.
hmm
And it ain't just strippers to do that. I think that across the board, men, women, all of us do that shit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because it's safer. It's safer when you got like that steady check coming every week. That's safe.
Hmm
It's a lot more risky when you just abandon that and you say, "Wow, let me just put this time and energy into myself," because then you're definitely going to yield greater results than that individual check each week. But that's risky ground. You know what I'm saying? It's ground that people don't really want to walk on. And we all do it, we all do it. So I ain't sitting up on no high horse.
Right. Yeah, me either.
All of us do it. But let's be real, that's what it is. It's fear. People want stability, they want something safe. But you got to take everything that comes with that.
Right.
You can have stability and safety, you just won't have happiness and fulfillment.
Yeah. Then you turn 65 and you're like, what did I do the past 40 years?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like at least do your like if you can't I totally understand because I'm the last person to tell somebody just go out there and take a leap of faith. If I ain't paying your bills, I ain't telling you to do shit.
Right.
But what I will say is in your part time and your me time, do what you love. Keep your job. You want to keep your job, fine. But in your part time, in your days off, do what you love. And
Right.
then maybe eventually, because remember that there's a kid his name is Marquez Brownlee. He does tech reviews.
Oh, dude. I was watching him today.
That dude, I remember when that dude was a high school kid doing tech reviews after school. This
Right.
dude has a
He had his,
billion followers
at
now.
his kitchen table.
Yeah. Now he's got a billion followers. He's doing interviews with Bill Gates and all of these high tech. Like they actually gave him a Tesla.
Hmm
I think what's his name? What's the dude?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of that kid, man. And he did this in his spare time and it just blew up. But he
Right.
was really passionate about it.
I'm
I
sure
mean,
he
this
has. I'm sure he hasn't paid for a cell phone.
Exactly. Exactly.
or any type of electronic. I'm pretty sure he hasn't had to pay for it the past shit at
Man,
least
if you
6 years.
if you got a billion followers, companies are going to come to you and say, please review our phones, please review our tech.
Right.
This kid has got it made. He's got his own studio. He went from that little thing in the back, like in his room, he was basically doing it at. Now he's got a full-blown studio.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the game is different, man. Even on filmmaking level, we got drones that can do shots that used to take hundreds of thousands of dollars to produce before.
You get drawn
You know,
out for like $200.
exactly. Like you can produce your own content if you really feel like if you're really passionate about it and if you want to do it. There's nothing stopping you. You don't need a movie studio. You don't need a record company to produce a record or to even make an album. So it's like you said, it's like if you could go back in time, but I think that's the whole thing. It's like you learn from your past experiences and now you know how to move forward.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, if I would have went that route, I doubt I wouldn't be where I'm at now in regards to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So everything happens for a reason.
Right. But it's just interesting, man. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, because when it's just like going back in the days, like these companies used to always make it seem like they were the beginning and the end, like everything had to go through them. And
Hold on,
now,
real quick. You guys are talking about Ryan's toy review. Ryan makes like $2 million a year playing with toys. His family does. But go ahead. Go ahead. Hold up.
oh, that's a YouTuber?
Yeah, little Asian kid playing
Yeah,
with toys.
it's plenty of them. I remember these dudes, they're called Eco Mog Media Group. And like reactions are big on YouTube. Like
Mm-hmm.
people will react to movies and stuff like that. But what these two guys, it was two black dudes, and what they did was they did something really unique with the concept.
Mm-hmm.
They reviewed the films as characters. Like they created two characters,
Mm-hmm.
and those characters will review the movie, and they ad lib throughout the thing. And that turned like they would once a channel was making like 2,500 subscribers or whatever. They did their first review. I think it was Captain America: Civil War as those characters. Those guys probably are like at 500,000 subscribers now in a short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you a whole bunch of stories. It's like all it takes is one. It could be one video that just happens to catch on. The next thing you know, you got 100,000 subscribers based on
Hey,
that one video.
somebody in the chat room, DJ Academics. That's another one. You familiar with DJ Academics?
I've heard of that.
Man, he's just he started off just doing album reviews and just commentary on hip hop. Now
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about.
yeah in his basement.
Right. There's another dude called oh, what's his name? Glossy or Fossey
Fossey
Carter.
Carter. Fossey
Yeah,
Carter.
him.
Fossey
He's
Carter.
another tech reviewer.
Yeah.
Another tech reviewer. Below, it's like, man, it's no excuse. Like anybody, I'll say this to everybody listening in the chat room, everybody listening to this live stream. If there's something that you love that you like doing, do that shit because you never know what will blow up if you don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Create a YouTube channel. I took this guy at my job who's he's really into tech review. I say, bro, you need to make your YouTube channel and do tech reviews, man. Tech reviews is like easy money because it's no competition. Because because I listen to Marquez Bradley do a review, I want to hear other people review the
Right.
same item.
Exactly. I'll watch 10 reviews on one
Right.
cell phone. Yeah, exactly.
So there's no competition.
Mm-hmm.
That's another beautiful thing about YouTube is that it's really a community because you can be doing content of the same thing, but that doesn't mean that you won't interact with other people doing the same thing because there really is no competition. All you're doing is helping each other build your brand.
All right.
So it's just a whole different ball game right now, man. Whole different ball game. But I did want to talk about what was the name of the girl who said she was going to commit suicide?
Hopefully I'm not butchering her name. Ajak Deng.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl, by the way.
Yeah, she is.
And it's just so sad, man, that we put ourselves in these positions where we feel our self-worth is determined by outside perception,
Right.
and especially coming from these Europeans, that this girl who can probably, I don't know if she was probably to, I don't know anything about her, like her Instagram or her social media presence.
Nah, she's a big model. She seems. I know about her.
Okay,
Oh,
has
yeah.
she put enough, like has she really, because it doesn't seem like she's
Yeah,
put a lot of energy into her own shit, because why are you crying and
probably.
complaining
Yeah,
about these people?
yeah. She has it. Nah, she has it.
So you have all the tools available to you and you're not doing anything with it. It doesn't make any sense. Like I know models and actresses who don't have a fucking email account. Like why don't you have a social media presence? Like you never know who's watching you. You never know who's looking for you. Shouldn't you put yourself in a position that you can be found if somebody's looking for you?
Mhm.
But man, I've been talking to people for years, man. Now I've been talking to friends of mine who were dancers when they was in their 20s. Now they're in their 40s and they coming back to me. Yo, what was you saying about that internet? So I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Don't talk to me now. Now you long in the tooth. Now you want to be competing with models that's
long,
21, 25 years old.
long in the tooth.
Yeah, that ship has sailed, sweetie.
Mhm. Long in the tooth.
You're gonna get out there at 40 years old trying to compete with models that's 21,
Yeah,
25.
yeah.
Please. But
Well, Naomi Campbell doing it. She 45. She doing it. Naomi Campbell.
yeah, she's Naomi Campbell.
Right.
She has name value, name recognition. She does anything is gonna make money.
Right. Yeah, man. It's just an interesting time we're in, man.
Yeah, it's like it's everybody out here, man. Get into the game, man. Get into the game and do your thing. Do what you love doing. Do what you love doing. There's a guy who does pranks. And he makes, I was checking like the salaries of these YouTubers. He makes like $7 million a year
Mhm.
doing prank videos.
Mhm.
I mean, PewDiePie, I still don't know what his content is. And isn't he like he's got the most popular YouTube channel in the world?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. So you don't need any of these people. All you need is yourself and to have some passion about what you do and put it into your brand and put it into your IP.
Facts.
But to get back to the sister who was talking about killing herself, and just this whole thing about us seeking acceptance from everybody outside of our own culture. Like the white man's water is wetter,
Right.
his ice is colder. Everything the white man does is just so much fucking better than anything we can produce. And when are we gonna get it that we have to control our own environment and produce? Because like I said, you do not have to tell Rwandans to buy black.
Right.
You don't have to tell any African nation, oh, why don't you buy Africa? You don't have to do that if you're producing those businesses. But if you're in America, you got to tell them to buy black because you're competing with everybody.
Right.
And I got news for you. If you're in America, you're going to have to keep your shit multicultural because that's where we live. You got to sell to everybody.
True.
That's just how it is. If you don't like that, then get your own shit. Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't want that. Sorry.
Well, hold up. I do the research. I do the data. What you mean get our own? We ain't got no money. Plus, I do the research. I do the data. How can we get our own when black folks they got Black Panther? Oh, Avengers. You saw Avengers? Black folks ain't got no money to see no Avengers. Black folks ain't got no money. Talk about get our own. We ain't got it. ADOS
Oh,
ain't got it.
oh man. And you know what? You said something earlier about the amount of money that we do have just amongst these celebrities, is Marvel Comics the only ones who can come up with a shared universe?
No.
What would happen if Spike Lee, Tyler Perry, um, Ryan Coogler, all these people had a shared universe? Well, now all of a sudden they
And that's what I was trying to tell Yvette Carnell, but black folks ain't got no money, huh? Our own shared universe, huh? Our universe, we ain't got no money. In our universe, I do the research, I got the data hold up right here. You know, y'all super chat me so I can tell y'all that we ain't got no money in our shared universe.
right, because you got to give her money so she can tell you that.
Right.
Because she ain't gonna be able to tell you that unless you give her money. But that's all right. You ain't got money. But I don't know. I don't know. I guess she's still working that out.
Right. So yeah. True, brother. Anything else, brother? Hold up.
The death penalty thing. What was that about?
Nah, so you had these Malawians who they're superstitious. So what they do, albinos, they think if they kill albinos that they can use them for it will grant them money or anything they wish for. So they sacrifice albinos. So it's been an
What?
ongoing problem. So now they're getting a death penalty, which I agree with.
What's amazing is that they weren't getting it before. Aren't we talking about sacrificing human beings?
Yeah. So now they're getting
so, they didn't consider them human beings because they were albinos.
yeah.
Gee whiz, man. And this
Well,
is
I think
2019, man.
they're considered a special type of human being.
And we in 2019. Gee whiz.
Mhm.
So this was the first person.
Yeah, I think this is the first person. So I'm all for it.
Well, that's a hell of a detriment right there.
I'm all for it.
That's a hell of a detriment right there. Like, yeah, you kill another person, you usually get the death penalty, albino or otherwise.
Right. So, well, somebody in the chat room says they were already giving it, but this is the first like one I've heard of. And they were somewhat making it, seem like this is, the first one. So yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, anyway, bro, I'm gonna get out of here and get me something to eat.
Okay, brother. You going to season vegan?
Oh, I wish. I'm in Brooklyn, so
Hey, I'll be there Friday. I will be at season vegan no later
at
than
5
5:30.
p.m.
Between 5 and 5:30, I will be at season vegan
and I
on
will be there
Friday.
so I can finally meet you.
Okay, well, I'll be there between 5 and 5:30. When I land in LaGuardia, I'm gonna go to JFK, check my bags in for my trip to Nigeria, then leave there and go straight to season vegan.
You know what's funny? Before I go, when I
Go ahead.
came to Atlanta, I was seriously and this is inside, so I won't let everybody know, but you know what I'm talking about. I was seriously contemplating punching somebody in their face. But the moment I went to Atlanta, I was with my family. I didn't even think about that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. That's good. Just being around people that you love and in a positive environment, that takes away all that negative energy from you. So I didn't even think about putting my fist in somebody's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Oh man, y'all just love one another. We all on the same team. Hold up, we're all on the same team.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, brother.
I'll holler at you later.
No problem.
Peace.
Peace. Peace. All right, everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and close out. But once again, everyone, thank you for joining. Thank you for the super chats. Make sure you guys go to Search for Uhuru on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you share and subscribe. Also, make sure you go to straightblacklove.com. Let me put in the chat room, straightblacklove.com. Make sure you guys go to straightblacklove.com. Check out the site. It's pretty self-explanatory. Straight black love. So yeah, check it out. Everyone, thank you for joining. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Until next time, family, Dynasty Mirror Search for Uhuru. Peace.